Welcome to a single cargo manifest capturing presentation on SOMCAS. All shipping lines or shipping agents in Somali are now required to submit cargo manifest information to customs through SOMCAS. Customs has issued all shipping lines or shipping agents with user names and user passwords in order to access SOMCAS system. After logging into SOMCAS, this is a dashboard that appears, but on the left we have the cargo manifest on the menu. So click on the cargo manifest. That gives us the options that are available under cargo manifest. In this case, we want to create a simple cargo manifest, so we go and select create manifest. The create manifest options opens up the cargo manifest header. Now, cargo manifest header implies we are trying to get the general information about the cargo manifest that has arrived. Meaning this is the shipper's details, where the ship is coming from, when it departed, and so forth. So we are capturing the information at the office of arrival, which is the Mogadishu airport, the voyage number for the flight that has arrived is test voyage, date of departure of the ship of the aircraft from the departure point was today, arrival was today, time of arrival 0830 hours. Discharge, last date of discharge, this may be skipped, it's not a mandatory box. After skipping that, it takes us to the place of departure. Place of departure, in this case, the cargo is coming from Ethiopia. We select Addis Ababa as the start-off point or point of departure. Destination, we are in Mogadishu, so the office of destination is going to be Mogadishu. Then we need to capture details of the shipping line. We say this is Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopian Airlines, when we tab, cursor takes us to the agent. The carrier agent for Ethiopian Airlines in Mogadishu must be registered and well known at the Mogadishu airport. In this case, we're going to say it's shipping agent 00. And then the number of bills of lading, here it's the total number of bills of lading. Since it is a test, we're going to say 1 bill of lading. When you tab, it takes us to the number of packages. Number of packages, we say it's 400. When you tab, it takes us to the container field. How many containers do we have here? 0 containers, because this is an aircraft, it's not carrying a container. Gross weight for the consignment, so this is 4,000 kilograms. We tab, takes us to the mode of transport. The mode of transport through the airport is air transport. The nationality of the means or the vessel that arrived at Mogadishu, we say it's ET, that is Ethiopian Airlines or Ethiopia. Registration number, this is the registration number of the flight. All flights are registered and they have a registration number. The master is the captain. Let's say Captain Muhammad. Identity is a passport number. The place is the registration place of the passport. The date is the date when this passport was registered. In this case, we're going to say it is today. It was registered today and the pilot traveled today. That was a super quick passport issue. Then we verify. This checks the details. If we have correctly filled the header, we got a green tick which tells us that all the information that has been provided is correct. Now, just for test purposes, if I drop out the place of destination and I go to verify, the system gives us a red tag there telling us that something is amiss. We did not collect all the information required at this level. If we go back, we find that this box is highlighted in red. The system is telling us this is where the problem is. So if you happen to have that problem, please just go back and scroll through and fill up the information that is required. There we go. We have a green tick again. So at this point, we can now store the manifest. This is now kept on the database in SOMCAS. Once we have that, we can go to the system and follow up on our stored manifest. So we select stored and search for the information. We have our stored manifest here. So our stored manifest needs editing because what we have done so far is that we've just created general information. We have not created information about the bills of lading. So we go back to edit, open the manifest. This gives us space now or chance now to capture the bills of lading or the way bills. So we click on way bill and we have an opportunity here to add a bill of lading. This opens up a bill of lading. The information that is in red here is indicating we already have this information captured from the main screen of the header for the manifest. So all we need to enter now is the information on the bill of lading that is on this manifest. For this test, we're going to say the bill of lading number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We tab. The tab takes us to Webview type. If we go on this drop-down menu, is this a airway bill or is this a bill of lading? Is it a master bill of lading or master airway bill? In this case, we'll say it's an airway bill. When we tab, it takes us to the nature. Is it an export, is it an import, or is it transit, or is it a transshipment? We say it's an import. It takes us to the exporter details. Exporter details, we may say Ethiopia. Cart exporter. Tab, we may skip the address. Notify party, drop down menu, we may pick the first company here as a notified party. When the goods arrive in Mogadishu, who to notify? The consignee, sometimes the consignee may be the same as the notified party, sometimes the consignee may be different. So in this case, they are the same. Total containers, on the manifest we said 0, so this will be 0. Package code, from the drop down menu here we can select the type of package that we have. In this case we select sack. Marks and numbers, we say ADD indicating as addressed on the documentation for importation into Mogadishu. Manifested packages, on the manifest we said 400, so we put our 400 there. Gross weight, the gross weight was 4,000. kilograms. Volume, if you have volume information, this is where it is captured. If you don't have it, you skip it. Description of goods, we're going to say it's fresh cut. Is this cargo sealed? No. So we can skip that. Seal numbers, say 0. Marks, there's nothing. If we have any special information, we can indicate here. In this case, we can say fresh product. We can verify to see if the information is correct. What we have so far, a green tick indicating all information is properly done. But in the event information is not properly input on the system, we expect to have an error given by the system. And if an error is given, then we have to deal with that particular error. Let's say we did not capture the manifest details, manifested packages properly, and we say verify. The system will reject and tell us something is amiss, and if we go back to the bill of lading, it will indicate where the problem is. So we would put back our 400 here, and at that point, when you say verify, everything goes right. Now, we have close. If we close, we lose what we have done because we haven't saved this bill of lading. If we verify, we already verified, we got a green tick. Create, this is now creating bill of lading on the manifest that we stored on SOMCAS. So we click create. Once we click create, you notice now here that under this bar, we now have this first line here, which is the bill of lading, the first bill of lading on the manifest that we stored. If we have extra information about bills of lading, let's say we had more than one bill of lading, at that point we'll go to add, and at that point when you say add, which will open up another bill of lading template where we fill in details for the next importer. But in this case, we only have one importer. That is done. We go back to the first tab here, which is general segment. We scroll down. We can verify again, and then we can attempt to register the manifest. Okay. It gives us an error to say you have not validated, please validate bills of lading. Okay, so you cannot register a manifest if you have not validated the bill of lading. Validation of a bill of lading implies that you can actually capture a manifest and the bill of lading details prior to the arrival of the transporting vessel. Now, when it arrives, you now have to confirm that the information that you had captured is actually correct and accurate. By doing that, you will be validating the information on the system, confirming that what you had put on the system is correct. So you go to validate, the system will ask you if you're really sure the information you are inputting the system is validated. So it is correct. So we click yes, and then it says bill of lading successfully validated. At this point, information is confirmed and put on this customs system. The shipping line cannot amend this information, and as such, only customs has now got the right to do any amendment of the information that has been put on this, because you have verified everything is fine, and since you have verified, you've posted to customs. Nothing is now in your hands. It is now in the hands of customs. Okay, so we go back to the general segment, then under the general segment, you go to register. At that point, the system registers your manifests, and in this case, you have a manifest number of 2022 in Office 0102, which is the airport, with manifest number 71. You can print it out by clicking on the print button here, or you can simply say OK. At this point, the shipping agent has done his part. He has registered or provided the information of the cargo manifest to customs through the customs system, SOMCAS. At this point, the shipping agent or shipping line can present the manifest that has been brought through by the shipping vessel signed by the captain to customs. At this point, this was a brief about the presentation. Hopefully it was helpful and you can capture a simple manifest. Thank you.